if we want kids to love to read, we have to have a wide variety of books for them to choose from. And fear has to be fought, because fear is what it's all about. I think it's fear of not wanting to talk about certain things with your children. It's fear that if my child reads this, my child will know about it. If they know about it, it might happen, as if it won't happen without your child reading about it. And this has to do with puberty, sexuality, but especially fear of new ideas, fear of ideas that may be different from yours. But, you know, if you can get to the place where you can talk to your kids about anything, then you won't have to be afraid of what they're reading. You can read it too. I always think that's a really good thing. My daughter and I always communicated through books. She was very private. I'm not. She was very private, and there were things that maybe she didn't want to talk to me about, but through books we could talk about these things. We still share books. You know, she's the mother of my 18-year-old grandson, and she and I are still sharing books. Did you read this one? Oh, read that. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's wonderful to communicate through literature. It's really interesting because when I started to write, I felt that the books that I were writing, and I'm talking about Are You There, God Is Me, Margaret, Then Again, Maybe I Want Deanie, I felt that they were very private books, and they were books that I imagined a child would curl up with alone. And they would never be used in schools. And when they started to find their way into schools, I was a little bit like, oh, now I think it's great. I love it. I think, though, if a teacher reads Blubber aloud to a 4th or 5th grade class, good, that's good. But you have to be ready as a teacher to talk about the characters, the incidents in that book. You have to be ready to bring it all out into the open. I used to correspond with a teacher. He was a 5th grade teacher, and he wrote to me and he said every year he started out reading Blubber to his 5th grade class. Through all the years that he taught, he never had an incident in his classroom where a group of kids victimize another kid, because it was out in the open, and if anything started, it was in the open. They could talk about it. Then came a time when he was ordered to remove Blubber from his classroom, and other books along with it, not all of them mine. And he's not teaching anymore. And this to me is a real shame, that someone who was a wonderful teacher is not teaching anymore because he was told that he couldn't use the books that he wanted to use that meant something to the kids in his class.